Hi, my name is Mike.L.Levine, and today I'm going to review the Mott and Bow 360 degree movement jean. I bought this jean directly off the Mott and Bow website. It was $128 plus freight and taxes. They offer the pant in two colors, a dark and a light blue, and three fits, skinny, slim, and straight. I bought the slim fit in the darker color. I was really impressed with this pant just by reading about it on the website, and I'd like to tell you why, because what I saw in it. Today's market in denim is kind of lacking some newness. We're just seeing the same things repeat themselves. You have destruction, you have hand sanding, permanganate spray, which is just the whiting out of the denim. You have painting where they've splashed paint on it, whiskering where it looks like you have crease marks on the pant, fading where we wash it down a lot with heavy stones, heavy stitching all over the garment, contrast stitching, big stitches, things like that. And then also you have what they call the 3D effect, where they take the pant and actually crinkle it up, something like this, clip it together. We spray it with a chemical that holds it in place, goes through an oven, gets cured, and then you have the permanent wrinkles where you'll see that in going across your waist, or maybe behind your knee or on the calf. So that's just stuff that they're playing with, different combinations, but it's the same old thing repeating of itself. This particular pant, what's cool about it, and I have one here, is that it's four-way stretch. And four-way stretch, easy care, and a very clean, neat appearance, so very deviation from what's been going on for quite some time in the denim market. There's the benefits of the four-way stretch, is first mobility, where if you go to the Mott and Bow website, you're going to see a guy demonstrating that he can do a high kick in these pants, and obviously showing that the pant's not restricting the movement. Stretch fabric adjusts to the shape of your body, which makes it more comfortable to wear. What I really like too is that if you eat a lot and kind of your stomach grows during the day, these pants are going to stretch it with you. Four-way stretch adds the benefit of being able to stretch in the length, so it will bend. When you bend down to pick something up, it's going to bend around your butt. It's going to bend with your knee. There's a lot of pitfalls to doing four-way stretch, and especially in denim, which is a woven fabric. You'll see it a lot more in knit fabric. So in a woven fabric, where you actually have two yarns, two different directions of yarn, the fill going across, and then the warp, which goes up and down, you're more common to see just a stretch going across. And I can explain why you don't see it that much in the length. One is that you get a lot of shrinkage. So we can tolerate, as a consumer, shrinkage in our waist and hip, because when you put the garment on, it fits tight. We're all used to that anyways when we bring the garments out of the dryer for them to fit tight, and then they loosen up as the day passes on. If you have the same issue where the garment's going to shrink in the length, then they're going to be too short when you put them on, and you're not going to like that. And even though they do a lot of things even in this garment to fix that issue, and I'm going to explain why, you still should wash it once before you do anything about adjusting the length. Let me explain why it's technically difficult to do to control that shrinkage in the length, and what this particular company's done to get around it. So one, I mentioned that the chemistry that holds the wrinkling in place. So this garment actually has that chemistry on it to hold the fabric flat. It's a common process in your normal woven fabric mills, where you'll see fabrics used to make like Levi Dockers or something like that, maybe with a permanent crease in the leg, or just that they might be labeled easy care. So this garment has that as well, but in a denim mill, which is very different process, it's very rare to see that they would be able to execute that, but that's what this has. So the fabric's going to want to lay flat. As a matter of fact, this is straight out of the dryer. I washed it with a couple other jeans of mine, and you can see, look at how flat and smooth it looks. And just showing you a garment with two-way stretch, some of the issues, and you can see, for one, You know how crinkly everything got. The pockets want to roll out, the back pockets want to roll over, and just the general appearance of the fabric here in the middle, kind of looks a little rough. Once again, denim, we're accustomed to it being rough. You don't want to iron them to get rid of that, but at the same time, if you're going to go to work in a pair of jeans, these are going to look a little bit more presentable. If you're a college student, these are a breeze to take care of. You don't have to worry about anything. By the way, that process, that chemistry that causes this to lay flat is also controlling some of the shrinkage. So it's basically, rather than pre-shrinking them, they're fixing the shrinkage so it's locked in place. The second thing that they did is the fabric is 91% cotton, 6% polyester, and 3% elastane. And elastane is spandex or lycra. So I think the 3% elastane is used just like what you might see in the jeans I just showed you. Those are 97% cotton, 3% elastane. So the 3% elastane is used across the goods, and that's what is giving us our stretch in that direction. Going in the warp length, I believe, is where they use a special polyester blend with the cotton. Polyester is probably like a crimp poly yarn, and it works much like a spring, similar to like spandex. It's going to stretch, but it has more resistance to shrinkage than spandex, so it's a little bit more stable. So between those two processes, you have a very well engineered fabric here that hopefully is going to be stable for you, and won't be you're not going to lose an inch off the length of your pant in a month, 2 months, 6 months from now. The garment, because of that flat look, also you can see the deviation from that heavy chunky thread and stitching all over the garment. There's no back pocket design. Matter of fact, there's a very narrow stitch going all the way around the pocket. It's an 1/8 inch, which is a special machine that takes special attachment on the regular machine that is used to do this, and get that very narrow stitching, and contributes more to just the clean look of the pant. I see these pants potentially as a very comfortable pant to wear all day to the office, and then anything you have to do casually afterwards. I have a business trip planned. I'm going to take these out on them. I'm going to start out at 8 a.m. I have flights to take, rental cars to drive in. I'm going to be in and out outside, sometimes even maybe waiting for hours outside before my appointment. The weather will be hot and humid. I won't be back till midnight. I have a 50-pound sample bag that I have to drag with me, full of garments. I have a backpack with my computer and notebooks in it. So I'm going to be working hard tomorrow, and these pants are going to get a test to see how they perform and what they look like afterwards when I'm done. What I anticipate is that they're going to still remain snug because of the stretch, and they're going to be comfortable to wear on the plane, and they're not going to be wrinkled and crumped up looking by the end of the day and falling off my body. So we'll find out. I'll take some video clips, and then we'll sum this up afterwards. Okay, so I'm here at my appointment for Academy Sportswear, and I have to remind myself to tell you about the shirt I'm wearing. Cotton nylon spandex, very cool. But anyways, here at Academy, and made it with no incident. My pants still are flat and smooth. So from the moment you put the pants on, they feel special. They feel more like a pajama than they do a pant. Extremely comfortable to wear, and as I demonstrated all day yesterday, they're very stretchy in the waist, stretchy in the length. I enjoyed wearing these pants to work, and I think you will too. A lot of value there for the money. I hope you found the video informative, and if you would like to continue exploring the market and learning about new and ingenious product that's out there, please subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification bell, give me a thumbs up on the video, and I'll try and keep a regular flow of videos coming your way. If your company would like to produce a product like the one I reviewed today, or some of the previous or future products, I work for a vertical full package apparel company. We have the largest available capacity in Vietnam. We produce a wide range of product, including men's and women's, knits and wovens. We do everything from activewear to tailored clothing. Comment below, email me directly. I look forward to hearing from you and an opportunity to maybe cost some garments for you. Thank you for listening.